Finding the Hidden Authors in High School, December 5th, 2019. So on a scale from salt to good old-fashioned black coffee, I'm just a little bitter about my memories of high school. Not the fun I had, or the girls I dated, or the injuries I sustained, or the fights I got in. But on the fact that my joy of reading and imagination for stories was never picked up on by the school system and the great teachers I had to learn from. They had no time. We spent so much time teaching the basics and the mandatory and the cheaply acquired essentials that we never got to the best part of English class, writing. I can remember covering creative writing in a 2-week module in any high school English class I've ever took. One where we learned for the 4th time in a row by grade 12 how to write a haiku and the elements of a 3-act play, only to set up our Shakespeare unit for the next month. But I can't remember for the life of me ever being told that author was a job that you could be out of high school, that writer was even a profession, that these 2 titles were nowhere during the career fairs or on a long list of things you could learn at school but never use. It was the type of writing we learned in high school that for the most part left us unprepared for real writing. We were expected to complete in college, let alone in life. No one explained the difference between the novel and the novella, or what the source book was, and why they're essential to writing nonfiction or research stories, how to write a proper essay, what a footnote was, or how to format that essay. No one dared give us an idea of pouring your imagination heart into a story with the intent of publishing it in grade 10, and for the longest time I couldn't figure out why. And it's because the gatekeepers of literature were big, strong, and picky back then, and now they're not. The desire and nostalgic envy I have for my former self sits squarely in the shed light of this new era of self-publishing, one where Amazon, Kobo, Smashwords, and a host of others allow anyone to publish their work with no gate and no keepers, other than yourself and your ability. That light didn't exist for us millennial parents back then like it does now for our kids. So the approach we took to literature and making it needs to change. Is your kid a bookworm devouring novels of any genre length by the 9th grade? Get them a copy of The Elements of Style, and then turn them on to the idea that they could write the next Harry Potter, or Percy Jackson, or Katniss Everdeen into existence. Get them a copy of Stephen King's On Writing to give Pennywise a run for his terrifying sewer clown money. Pressfield's War of Art, Lamont's Bird by Bird, any number of toe-dipping dives into the world of being a writer, because unless the government who runs our schools has suddenly become fantastically good at preparing youth for the world they will enter post-secondarily, they will never have heard the call for their own pens and keyboards until they are 26 working a dead-end job with more commitments than motivation. So this year, for Christmas, if you know someone who fits that bill, don't let them go by another day without knowing that it's at least possible to write, and give them the gift of dream chasing.